Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Well, it's that time of the month again, which means it's time for another Q&A video. The video where you ask the questions and I answer them. Today's questions come from amazing subscribers that have been with me for years, and some of them are new to the channel. And I've picked out 5 questions that I would be happy to answer, and I will try my best to answer them. So yeah, if you find yourself enjoying this video and you want more Q&As, be sure to leave a like. It would really help out a ton. And let me know if you have any more questions in the comment section down below, and who knows, they might make it into Q&A 10. Wow, already. We're almost at the 10th Q&A. I might have to do something special for that. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Oh, and by the way, I figured I would try to do something a little bit different with these Q&As. Try to, improve the quality of my videos a little bit by, instead of using a drawing of myself, you get to see the real me, in the flesh. I don't know, maybe that ad suitability problem in that last Thomas and the Multiverse video was a sign that I need to do better content. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's YouTube saying to me, Jason, you've done enough of these videos. You need to improve. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. Who knows? But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the questions. This is Q&A 9. I almost forgot what number it was. Our first question for today comes from Coen McDonald, and the question is, who is your favorite Jurassic Park / Jurassic World dinosaur villain aside from Giganotosaurus? That's easy. I would have to say the Spinosaurus, simply because it's a very terrifying villain, and it's the only other large dinosaur villain that isn't a hybrid. I mean, yeah, I say large because it's not the only non-hybrid dinosaur villain. You got the raptors from Jurassic Park. And if you want to say the T-Rex from the Lost World, you can. I don't really consider it a villain. I just consider it an angry father looking for his kid. In Jurassic Park 3, I know I talk about this guy a lot in JP3. He was absolutely terrifying, especially that roar. It was a very terrifying villain. I still have nightmares about it to this day, and it's just an overall terrifying villain, and I want to see more of the Spinosaurus on the big screen. So yeah, that's my favorite dinosaur villain, basically my second favorite dinosaur villain, aside from the Giganotosaurus. Speaking of the Spinosaurus, the second question is from Fnaf Tron, and the question is, if there's gonna be another Jurassic movie, do you think the Spinosaurus will return? There is a possibility it may return. I don't think Dominion is the end of the Jurassic movies, but if they do decide they want to make the Spinosaurus return, they're gonna need to recreate the Spinosaurus sound effects from Jurassic Park 3. The major issue I had with Camp Cretaceous and Jurassic World Evolution Spinosaurus is that they use different sound effects, especially Camp Cretaceous, how they just reused the baryonic sound effects. I kind of didn't really care for that. It made the Spinosaurus a downgrade from its Jurassic Park 3 counterpart, in my opinion. I get why they did it, because the files were destroyed or something, and they were trying to save money because Camp Cretaceous is much lower budget than Jurassic Park 3. But yeah, it's still, the Spinosaurus is such an iconic and infamous dinosaur villain. It killed a T-Rex, for Christ's sake. You need to give it a little more respect. But yeah, that's just me though. If they do make the Spinosaurus return, they need to recreate the sound effects. Because, okay, listen to this real quick. Does that not make your stomach drop? I was absolutely terrified of this thing. When I saw Jurassic Park 3 for the first time when I was 3 years old, I was terrified, absolutely terrified of the Spinosaurus, and I still am to this day, which is why, I feel like the Spinosaurus should have kept its sound effects. I get the files were destroyed, but you couldn't have made the extra effort to just recreate the Spinosaurus sound effects, because they're very iconic in the Jurassic franchise. Everybody uses these sound effects in their videos, including me, and that's why I think the Spinosaurus should have had its classic roars. Our third question for today is from NWR64 Productions, and the question is, have you ever seen Hotel Transylvania? Yes, I have seen Hotel Transylvania. All 4 movies, as a matter of fact. I only liked the first 2, though. The first 2 were pretty tolerable, especially the second one. It had its funny moments, you know, with like Dracula's dad, Vlad, who was played by Mel Brooks. Yeah, he was pretty funny in that movie. The only problem I have with the movies is basically Johnny. If Johnny was toned down in annoyance, or if he wasn't in the movie at all, Hotel Transylvania would have been a much better movie. And it was a missed opportunity. It had potential. I mean, monsters running a hotel? That's a pretty good concept on paper. But they had to ruin it with Johnny, so... Oh, and also, one of my favorite characters, Mavis. Wouldn't you agree that Mavis is hot? Yeah, I basically watch the movies for the same reason everyone else watches them. But yeah, after Hotel Transylvania 3, I think it was, when the Van Helsings were introduced, that's when the movie went downhill. The series, anyway, went downhill. Because in my opinion, they kind of ruined the movie a bit, and it was kind of... another problem I have with the Hotel Transylvania movies, it's like the Ice Age movies and Family Guy, where they focus less on making a good story and more on cramming in as many jokes as possible. It wasn't as noticeable in the first 2 movies, but in the second 2 movies, it was definitely noticeable. But yes, I have seen the Hotel Transylvania series. The fourth question for today is from David/Thomas, and the question is, what's your favorite Spongebob and Thomas song? For Spongebob, I would have to say Sweet Victory. And Goofy Goober's number 2, and Best Day Ever's in the top 3. And I also like Campfire Song. Like, they have a lot of headbangers in SpongeBob, and I really like the songs in that, like, at least in classic SpongeBob. Newer SpongeBob, not so much, but classic, yeah, definitely. And as for Thomas, anything before the hit era, there were lots of Thomas songs that were headbangers, absolute headbangers, like the Thomas Anthem, Let's Have a Race, Gone Fishing, Sir Topham Hatt, the original Harold the Helicopter. They kicked ass. They kicked ass. But yeah, if I had to pick my favorite song from either, I would probably have to say, for Thomas, I would say the Island Song, and for SpongeBob, I would say Sweet Victory. Let me know what your favorite songs are in the comments down below. And our final question for today is from Dino Sasha, and they ask, what is your favorite prehistoric mammal? I would have to say a mammal called the Dinotherium because of how weird looking it is. You know, it's got like the upside down tusks that kind of look like saber teeth. It's kind of amazing. And the elephant is just very aggressive. They've been, or at least in older concepts, I first saw it in like Prehistoric Planet, you know, that documentary that was just stock footage of walking with dinosaurs. The dinosaur segments were narrated by Ben Stiller, and the Ice Age segments by Christian Slater. The Dinotherium was very terrifying. I don't know how scientifically accurate that is. Maybe it was very docile, who knows. But yeah, I love the Dinotherium. But yeah, that's Q&A 10 for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any more questions for me, let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. It would really help out a ton. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. So long.